a stranger in the window, reflection starts to break. Walking through the crowds, I'm reaching for your hand, but the cold wind blows right through where you used to stand. Glittering lights, they're stinging in my eyes. Checking our old chat, looking for your replies. I'm doing fine, a lie I whisper to the night, fading in the shadows, out of sight. I'm walking in the midnight neon gray. This city lost its color since you went away. The brighter it shines, the emptier I feel. Baby, I miss you tonight. This pain is all too real. In this urban solitude, I'm stuck in the gray. The tower lights, they're shining so cold, rewriting every memory of the stories we told. Even in the noise, I'm listening for your name. A monochrome world and I'm the one to blame. Waiting for the light to change, standing on the edge. A melody of love echoing in my head. I turn around so fast, but nobody's there. Just the city's heartless noise hanging in the air. I'm walking in the midnight neon gray. This city lost its color since you went away. The brighter it shines, the emptier I feel. Baby, I miss you tonight. This pain is all too real. In this urban solitude, I'm stuck in the gray. Midnight neon gray. Midnight neon gray. Still chasing the scent of the ghost of you. Urban solitude, walking through the night. The blue light flickers on my bed. Another hour gone, spinning in my head. I'm staring at the screen, at the little one, waiting for a miracle that never seems to come. I type 1,000 words and then delete. The emptiness is loud, it's bitter and it's sweet. Your last goodnight is freezing in time, while the silence grows, committing its crime. Still unread, a heavy crown I wear, stuck in this digital silence, grasping for air. The signal's strong but the connection is dead, replaying every single word that you said. In this quiet scream, I'm losing my way. The scroll is endless, but I'm standing still, wishing I could break this iron will. Your profile picture hasn't changed a bit, but the fire in us, you've decided to quit. Why don't you just say it's over? Why leave me hanging in this cold October? This digital silence is a scream in the dark, leaving a permanent, invisible mark. Still unread, a heavy crown I wear, stuck in this digital silence, grasping for air. The signal's strong but the connection is dead, replaying every single word that you said. In this quiet scream, The clouds are heavy, hanging over the street. Cold water soaking through the shoes on my feet. The light turns red, but I got nowhere to go. Just watching shadows in the rhythm of the flow. Everyone is rushing, hiding under shades, while the memory of us slowly fades and degrades. I'm looking for your umbrella, a splash of yellow bright, but the world is only shades of gray tonight. Standing by the signal in the rain, yeah, washing away the dust but never the pain. At this rainfall intersection, I'm losing my way, watching the green light flicker and turn into gray. I'm still waiting for a sign that you might stay. The wipers on the cars are humming a song, a melody of how we used to belong. The reflection in the puddle is broken and torn, a ghost of a love that's weary and worn. I could cross the road, I could run away, but my heart is anchored here in this rainy display. The signal is blinking like a pulse in the dark, leaving on my soul a watery mark. Standing by the signal in the rain, washing away the dust but never the pain. At this rainfall intersection, I'm losing my way, watching the green light flicker and turn into gray. I'm still waiting for a sign that you might stay. Signal in the rain, rainfall intersection. The light is changing, but I'm still the same, just a shadow calling out your name. Watching as my confidence begins to fade. 3 in the morning, the silence is so loud. I'm tracing your shadow in a room full of clouds. I whisper your name just to hear the sound, but there's no one left, no one to be found. My voice hits the wall and comes back to me, a lonely ghost of what we used to be. It's just a 3 a.m. echo in the hall, tracing the cracks, watching the shadows crawl, lost in a midnight monologue again. A conversation with a love that had to end, searching for the answer in the empty air. The coffee's gone cold on the bedside table. I try to forget you, but I'm just not able. The hum mother fridge is the only reply to the thousand whys that I leave for the sky. Maybe I'm crazy, talking to the dark, trying to ignite a long extinguished spark, but this echo is the only thing I have left of a heart that's been hollowed, of a life bereft. It's just a 3 a.m. echo in the hall, tracing the cracks, watching the shadows crawl, lost in a midnight monologue again. A conversation with a love that had to end, searching for the answer in the empty air. I'm still talking to you, even though you're gone, waiting for the sun, but the night goes on and on. The barista calls my name, a habit hard to break. 2 cups on the tray, another small mistake. I sit by the window where the afternoon light used to dance in your hair, so golden and bright. The ice is slowly melting the glass, watching all the strangers as they pass. The condensation drips like a tear on the wood. I'd change the ending of us if I only could. Staring at the empty sea across from me, drowning in this cold brew memory. It's bitter and dark, just like the love we used to be. Watered down by time, but I still can't set you free. Stuck in this cafe, in a loop of you and me. The steam from the kitchen is clouding my view. Every scent of the beans brings me back to you. Your favorite corner now, just hollow space. I'm looking for shadows of your beautiful face. People come and go, they laugh and they talk, while I'm paralyzed here, unable to walk. The world keeps on moving outside of this door, but I'm waiting for someone who's not here anymore. Staring at the empty sea across from me, drowning in this cold brew memory. It's bitter and dark, just like the love we used to be. Watered down by time, but I still can't set you free. Stuck in this cafe, in a loop of you and me. Empty sea, cold brew memory. The cup is empty now, but finishing tonight. The advertisements are screaming so loud, but I'm just a pixel lost in the crowd. Touch the screen but I don't feel a thing, waiting for the static that the memories bring. I'm a rejection of a man I used to be before you pulled the plug on you and me. I've got a hologram heart, flickering blue, searching for a signal that leads back to you. Lost in this electric mirage, so bright, chasing a shadow through the digital night. I'm glowing but I'm empty inside. The city's humming like a giant machine, while I'm trapped behind a glass-covered scene. Every face I see is a blur of LED, but no one's looking long enough to see me. Is any of this real or just a code? A heavy data fragment about to explode. My heartbeat is a glitch, a stutter in time, waiting for a rhythm that's no longer mine. I've got a hologram heart, flickering blue, searching for a signal that leads back to you. Lost in this electric mirage, so bright, chasing a shadow through the digital night. I'm glowing but I'm empty inside. Electric inside. Electric mirage. Fading out of focus, lost in the glow. System error. Let me go. The engine groans under the yellow light, the last soul wandering through the night. I take a seat in the very back row, watching the world that I used to know. The street lamps flicker then slip away, like all the things I wanted to say. My breath fogs up the cold glass pane, writing your name in the mist and the rain. Riding the last bus home alone, to a house that feels like a pile of stone. Watching the window shadows dance by, underneath the starless heavy sky. I'm just a passenger in this life without you. Every stop is a memory of where we'd meet. Now it's just ghosts on an empty street. The driver doesn't look, he just drives on, heading to a place where the magic is gone. I wish this ride will never end. I'm not ready to face the silence again. The rattling frame, the hum of the road is easier to carry than this heavy load. Riding the last bus home alone, to a house that feels like a pile of stone. Watching the window shadows dance by, underneath the starless heavy sky. I'm just a passenger in this life without you. The light breath escapes into the midnight air. I'm sitting in the dark with a vacant stare. Outside the window the snow begins to fall, but inside this room I'm hitting a wall. My fingers are trembling, not from the cold, but from the weight of the stories untold. I look at our thread, it's a graveyard of lines, frozen in time like ancient designs. The blue light is stinging, it's burning my skin, a digital cage that I'm shivering in. I try to scroll up to the warmth of July, but the screen is so cold and I can't tell you why. Every pixel is ice, every letter is stone. Welcome to my digital winter, baby. Everything's blurred and everything's hazy. I'm staring at this frozen screen at night, waiting for a spark, for a flicker of light. But the signal is lost in the drifting snow, and I'm trapped in a place where nothing can grow. Yeah, it's a digital winter, and I'm letting you go. I'm scrolling through photos of you in the sun, thinking of all the things that we should have done. Your smile is preserved in a high-def glow, while I'm buried under 10 feet of I don't know. I touch the glass, but there's no pulse beneath, just a sharp, silent bite of a winter's teeth. The battery's dying, the percentage is low, just like the hope that I'm trying to show. Freezing, I'm freezing in the glow. Freezing, with nowhere left to go. The data is cold, the memory is old. Freezing in the story we told. 1,000 gigabytes of what we used to be can't keep me warm, can't set me free. I'm shouting at the silence, I'm screaming at the glass, watching the ghosts of our happiness pass. Break the ice, let the fire return, but all I have are these digital minds. Welcome to my digital winter, baby. Everything's blurred and everything's hazy. I'm staring at this frozen screen tonight, waiting for a spark, for a flicker of light. But the signal is lost in the drifting snow, and I'm trapped in a place where nothing can grow. Yeah, it's a digital winter, and I'm letting you go. Digital winter. Frozen screen, the screen goes black, and I see my own face, lost in the dark of this empty space, just a ghost in the machine. I see your silhouette on the other side of the street, moving in the same rhythm, following the same beat. We're walking in the same direction, under the same sky, but there's a canyon between us, and I don't know why. The geometry of us is a map of regret, a blueprint of a love that hasn't happened yet. I reach out my hand, but the air is too thick. The silence is a poison that's making me sick. It's a perfect design, a beautiful curse. Two stars drifting apart in a cold universe. We're close enough to whisper, but too far to hear. The closer I get, the more you disappear. Gravity is pulling, but the path is set in stone. We're just parallel lines, running side by side in this infinite distance with nowhere to hide. No matter how fast, no matter how far, we'll never collide. No matter where we are, bound by sky. I'm tracing the tracks of the train that you're on, waiting for a crossing that's already gone. In my dreams the lines bend, they twist and they turn into a bridge where the fire can burn. But I wake up to the truth of the horizontal view, 1,000 miles of me and 1,000 miles of you. The horizon is a lie that promises we'll meet, while I'm stuck on the pavement of this one-way street. Never cross it, no never, always watching from the other side. Parallel hearts in a lonely ride, infinite space where we used to hide. Break the laws of physics just for one night. Let the lines tangle, let the sparks ignite. I'm tired of the order, I'm tired of the grace of maintaining this agonizing perfect space. Let the world crash, let the lines bleed. You're the only intersection that I'll ever need. We're just parallel lines running side by side in this infinite distance with nowhere to hide. No matter how fast, no matter how far, we'll never collide. No matter where we are, bound by the math of a broken heart's cry, watching the world in the years passing by. Yeah, we're parallel in an infinite sky. Parallel lines, infinite distance, still on it, still longing. 2 points in the dark, forever apart. I'm walking on eggshells inside my own head, replaying the things that we should have said. Every room in this house is a gallery of us, but the frames are all rusted and covered in dust. I see your face in a mirror on the floor, shattered in pieces, I can't see you no more. I try to pick them up one by one, but the damage is deep and the damage is done. It's a dangerous game, this trip down the lane where the pleasure is wrapped in a blanket of pain. One wrong move and the edges will bite, leaving me bleeding in the middle of the night. I'm holding my breath, I'm holding on tight. Every piece of this fragile memory is a sharp edge of what you used to be to me. I'm cutting my soul on these glass fragments, searching for meaning in these broken moments. So beautiful, so clear, so hard to hold. A story of ice that will never grow old. Yeah, I'm haunted by this fragile memory. The light is the shards and it blinds my eyes, reflecting the truth in 1,000 lies. I remember your laughter, it sounds like a chime. Now it's just noise in the engine of time. I'm sweeping the floor but the dust never clears. It's mixed with the salt of a million tears. If I glue them together, will you come back, or will I just see every permanent crack? Sharp edges cutting through the dark, cold reflection left a permanent mark. Fragments of you, fragments of us, turning to stardust, turning to rise. Stone and still holding on to the sharpest piece, waiting for the bleeding to finally cease. Be careful, it's fragile.
I'm standing on the edge where the world meets the sky, watching the river of taillights go by. Millions of stories, millions of sparks, but I'm just a shadow, a ghost in the dark.
The wind is so cold, it's biting my face as I look for your silhouette in this vast empty space. The buildings are giants of silver and glass, watching the ghosts of our memories pass. The view used to be our favorite escape, but now it's a canvas in a sorrowful shape. The higher I climb, the smaller I feel in a world made of iron, in a world made of steel. The stars are all hidden by the city's bright glow. I'm staring at the skyline without you, 1,000 shades of gold, but I'm feeling blue. Across this concrete horizon, I'm calling your name, but the wind only whispers that nothing's the same. So grand and so lonely, this kingdom of light, it's just a beautiful prison tonight. Yeah, it's just a skyline without you. I remember the nights when we count every star, talking about dreams and how we go far. You point to a window and say, that's where we'll be. Now that window is dark and there's no you and me. The maze of the streets is a puzzle I lost, and I'm paying the price, I'm paying the cost. Every bridge, every tower, every flickering sign is a painful reminder that you are in mine. So high above, feeling so low, nowhere to run, nowhere to go. The horizon is frozen, the concrete is cold, a story of us that'll never be told. Let the city crumble, let the lights fade out. What is this beauty even about? If you're not beside me to share in the view, then the whole world is empty, it's hollow and blue. I'm screaming to the skyline, I'm reaching for the edge, broken by the weight of a forgotten pledge. Everything is vast, everything is void. I'm staring at the skyline without you. I'm staring at the skyline without you. 1,000 shades of gold, but I'm feeling blue. Across this concrete horizon, I'm calling your name, but the wind only whispers that nothing's the same. So grand and so lonely, this kingdom of light, it's just a beautiful prison tonight. Yeah, it's just a skyline without you. Skyline without you. Skyline without you. Skyline without you. Concrete horizon. The sun is coming up, but it's still dark in my heart. Looking at the world from where we fell apart. So high, so far. Walk through the rain in the neon gray. I've watched the seasons just wither away. The calendar's full of the days I've lost, and I'm still here counting the cost. The dust is settling on your favorite book. I'm still afraid to give it a look, because if I move it, the spell might break, and I'm not ready for that kind of fate. The world is spinning at a frantic pace. Everyone's found a new smile, a new face. But I'm a statue in the middle of the crowd, shouting your name but never out loud. I'm the only one who didn't get the news that there's nothing left for me to lose. I'm still in the same old spot, tied to a memory, tied to a knot. In this eternal pause, my heart is unowned. A story of us that's never getting old. The world goes on, the lights turn green, but I'm still stuck in a frozen scene, waiting for a ghost that'll never be seen. I try to delete every photo and clip, but the finger would tremble, the spirit would slip. It's like I'm a record with a deep, jagged scar, replaying the moment we went a bit too far. The morning sun is a stranger to me, it's just another light I don't wanna see. I built a museum out of our past, hoping that this moment will finally last. I'm still here, hiding under. The clock has stopped, the wind is still. I'm waiting for you, and I always will. Move on, they tell me I should just move on, but how can I live when the air is all gone? I'm screaming at the silence, I'm fighting the time. Is loving a ghost such a terrible crime? Let the years pass, let the world end. I'm not looking for a lover, I'm not looking for a friend. I'm just waiting for the heartbeat that I used to know. I'm never letting go. I'm never letting go. I'm still in the same old spot, tied to a memory, tied to a knot. In this eternal pause, my heart is on hold. A story of us that's never getting old. The world goes on, the lights turn green, but I'm still stuck in a frozen scene, waiting for a ghost that'll never be seen. Still waiting, eternal pause. The silence is the only thing that's true. I'm still right here, waiting for you.